What is on? This is your boy Sean the Slim God. Appreciate y'all for tuning in to the Courtside Seat Show. Let's go ahead and get started. So yeah, real quick, we're gonna get into legal matters, just real brief, real short. Zach Randolph got off on just resisting arrest charges, and the only thing that he has to do is do 150 hours of community service. But he did want to let everybody know that those charges was some bogus charges and they was just throwing charges on everybody. And I quote, this is what Zach Randolph said. I'm not speaking a lot about it, but I felt like it was a wrongful arrest. Things that was put out there wasn't true. But I didn't want to distract my team, my organization. So I'm just moving forward and playing basketball. So shout out to my mans, I'm glad your lawyers did what they were supposed to do. That's what's up. Let's keep it pushing, man. Let's have a great season. Now, Dennis Schroeder, on the other hand, Dennis Schroeder was in the A, partying at one of these nightclubs, one of these lounges all night. I think it was like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. They was talking real trash. They was talking real greasy to him and his homeboys. And of course, his homeboys jumped on somebody. Like you already know how we do. The homeboy jumped on somebody and supposedly Dennis Schroeder jumps in. Sound like the Morris twins and what happened with them. But my man Dennis got locked up, got a couple of charges. He paid his bond, got up out of there. So hopefully it won't even go to court, but we'll see. Hopefully charges get dropped. Won't nothing happen to him. So I'm rooting for you, Dennis, even though you straight German, you ain't from America. Good luck, homie. And then let's go ahead and get into trade signings and everything else that happened this week. Nikola Mirotic ended up re-signing again with the Bulls. He signed 2 years, $27 million. That was pretty decent because I don't even know why they kept him. I'm not gonna call him trash, but he's not developing like he should be. So we'll see how this year goes. Hopefully he'll look a little better. And then Isaiah Cannon got a non-guaranteed deal with OKC. That should be pretty interesting. I wonder if they're gonna actually keep him. Now, if y'all don't know who Isaiah Cannon is, he's one of Dwight Howard's victims. Yeah, Dwight Howard be on that bogus clown ass stuff. So just beware of Dwight and his stunts that he be pulling. Man, I don't even know what else to say about that. Just beware of that fool. And then Alex Len of the Suns, he qualified for a $4.2 million extension. I think he's gonna go ahead and sign for that. That should happen on Monday, and that's what's up. And then the Clippers decided to trade DeAndre Liggins to the Atlanta Hawks for $1.6 million. Then TJ Warren signed a 4-year deal for $50 million. That's pretty super. He signed a 4-year deal with the Suns. Then JaMychal Green signs a 2-year deal, $17 million with the Grizzlies. That was pretty good for JaMychal, considering that the Grizzlies really ain't got no cash to be giving out since they in the hole from last year. So go ahead, JaMychal, go ahead and stun out, man. Hopefully y'all can make the playoffs this year, as tough as the West is gonna be. And then D Wade, yes, that boy D Wade got bought out. The Bulls went ahead and bought his contract out, whatever, and he signs to Cleveland. So he's back with his brother LeBron. Yeah, super. This is really going to be a very, very, very interesting season. I can't wait. I really can't wait for this to start, man. And then Russell Westbrook ended up getting an extension, a 5-year extension for $205 million. Not including what he's going to make next year, which is 28.5. So adding on that 28.5 to that 2.5 million, that man is getting about $233 million. That's like $5 more million than James Harden makes. So as far as the contract before taxes, he's getting paid the most. Super, man. Russell Westbrook is really trying to stamp his name into the history of the NBA. So I really commend him for staying in OKC, doing his thug dizzle. Keep pushing it, man. Keep grinding it out, man. And let people come to you. Let people come to your team. That's what's up. Also this week, Adam Silver in the league agrees to a lot of the rules that we were talking about a couple of weeks back too. So check this out. So the league agreed to adjusting the draft picks and the percentage of the draft picks and how that goes. Again, if you didn't hear about all that information, it's probably like 2 shows back. So check that show out. But basically, they finally agreed that the first 3 draft picks are going to have a 14% chance to get number 1. And everybody else that's in the lottery draft pick, 3 to 4 or 4 to 14, they're all going to have a better percent chance of getting number 1. So what this is supposed to do is it's supposed to help prevent the tanking of the teams that's losing all year. I don't necessarily think that's going to work, but hey, you know, I guess the rule's in for a reason. We'll see how that comes about. Another thing that they decided to add in, the league decided to put in the resting rule. So here's the little adjustments that they did for the resting rule. If you decide to rest your players on highly televised game days, you're getting fined. They automatically fining you on the least $100,000. You know what I'm saying? Then they also said that you're not permitted to rest multiple players on road games. Multiple players, so I would assume that's more than 2 players. That's just my assumption. Maybe it's 3. And then last but not least, they said if you do choose to rest your players, they have to interact with the fans. So even if you rest your players, they still got to come to the game. They still got to take pictures with fans. They still got to sign all types of stuff. It's ridiculous. But I guess that's the balance that they're trying to do with the resting. So that's what's up, Adam Silver. I appreciate you putting in these new things in the league. We'll see how that goes. And last but not least, I really want to give a shout out to Greg Popovich. There's been a lot of talk going on about politics and standing for this flag and injustice of our people. And I really just want to commend Greg Popovich for standing up and speaking out on certain things that he really don't have to speak out on. It's necessary for him and people like him to speak out on it, because people like me will speak out on it and it's going to be ignored. So again, I just truly commend you for using your platform for something great, not just something big. This is going to be remembered for years and years to come. So the things that Sports Illustrated pulled with this wankster cover that didn't have Colin Kaepernick on it, you know, was super bogus. But we're going to continue to push the effort of awareness. That's all I really got to say. Greg Popovich, you're one of the best coaches ever. Commending. And on that note, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Make sure, again, y'all subscribe and comment below. Let me know what y'all feel. If y'all into basketball fantasy, make sure y'all DM me on my IG, Courtside C Show. Y'all DM me. I'll make sure I get y'all in my league, because you know I'm that deal when it comes to fantasy. I'm also going to be posting some videos on the top fantasy players to pick in each position. So if y'all into fantasy, again, just check out the page, subscribe, and that'll pull up for y'all. Again, appreciate y'all for tuning in. To y'all boy Sean the Slim God. See y'all next week. Peace.